The City of Hoboken is involved in an ongoing battle with developers known as Shipyard Associates who are trying to complete what they call the Monarch project, which is more residential buildings along the Hoboken waterfront. The developers' original agreement was that this space was going to be tennis courts. However, now they are attempting to put two residential buildings there instead. The Hudson County Planning Board denied the Monarch application back in 2012. Then in January, a state superior court ruled in favor of Shipyard's application for the project. In March, Shipyard filed a lawsuit against Hoboken in New Jersey federal court, claiming that the city unfairly targeted the project when it passed its ban on commercial and residential building along the waterfront. This past Tuesday evening, the freeholders were supposed to vote on whether or not they were going to support the developers' plans. However, due to two freeholders needing to recluse themselves and other members not being in attendance for personal reasons, the hearing was rescheduled for October 28th. HCCV spoke with a concerned Hoboken resident about some of the issues with the Monarch project.
There's a few issues. One is that originally, when Shipyard was building in the north end of Hoboken on the waterfront, their original application was to build these buildings, and the deal they made with the city was that in return they would also build an open space on the pier. So it was supposed to be tennis courts originally, and they were supposed to give that to the town or the county. I don't remember. I think it was the town. But they were supposed to build open space there, keep that pier there as open space for everybody to use. And Hoboken is developing its whole waterfront so carefully and winning awards for what an excellent design they have done so far. And the idea is not to build on piers and to have the whole waterfront be open space for everyone in the town. Hoboken messed up because they didn't say you have to build the open space first and then build your buildings. They let them build the buildings first. Then once the buildings were built, they said, oh, well, instead of building open space on the pier, now we'd like to erect another building. That's one problem. It should not be allowed because that was not the original deal, and they're just being sly. The other issue is that and this is something they're dealing with here tonight, is the traffic issue. When they originally did a traffic study, they did not take into consideration all the other new buildings that were built. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 buildings that are now built with thousands of apartments that they did not take into consideration when they did their original traffic study. Trying to build this building that should not be there, that no one in Hoboken wants, and that they never had permission to build.